You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Two Alternate Dudes Play Old Games.
Three alternative
dudes play old games. We are sans Tyler again this week. Fuck you, work and all of your adult responsibilities. So he couldn't be here, but instead we have Bubba Drewski.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Bubba Drewski. So lucky that we got you on this episode.
We do. We are lucky.
Yeah, I've missed you, man. It was a pleasant surprise when you sent that message on Discord saying that you were in town. It really was.
And sadly, it's my sad duty to report that we may not be seeing Bubba in the studio anymore anytime soon because his responsibilities in our area are coming to a close.
Yeah, this will be probably the last time I'm in Paducah pretty much ever.
Well, that sucks. But I mean, it sucks that you won't be here, but I'm glad you'll be back in your home stomping ground and
well,
more or less. I mean, again, considering that your stomping ground is like, Texas.
Dude,
yeah, it'll still take all day to get to and from where I need to go and basically live for the next 2 years.
You got to try the new Chipotle before you leave.
Nah. Chipotle ain't worth fucking waiting that long.
No, man, trust me.
This time.
This is a Paducah Chipotle. It'll be better, I promise.
I meant to ask this on the Jake mini pod.
Yeah.
I've never had Chipotle. Is it better? Okay. Is it better than Qdoba or is it like exactly the same? Because I think Qdoba's a ripoff.
I mean, the format is exactly the same.
It's like Subway for a burrito.
Yeah, it's
a shitty burrito.
Well, they have other offerings though. They have like
burritos and bowls and quesadillas and shit like that.
I'm curious about the bowls.
I'm curious about the quesadillas.
It's been a while since I've Qdoba. Paducah's the only place I've ever eaten Qdoba, because in Texas Chipotle is much more common, and then
I thought you were going to say in Texas they laugh at you if you get a
no. It's just more. I don't know that I've seen a Qdoba down there. I'm sure they exist, but
one of them's owned by McDonald's, right? Is it Qdoba?
I don't know, but I don't. Man, it's been a while since I've eaten at a Chipotle, so I couldn't give you a A/B comparison. But I'm gonna say it's pretty similar.
Yeah, it's probably going to be another shitty burrito. Is my guess. Man, I'm so sorry. I know this is not the Jake mini pod, but I just want to talk about a burrito for just a fucking second. I miss Burrito Shack in Paducah so fucking much.
Burrito Shack was good.
So much.
And I don't normally go in for the big burritos like that, but they were pretty fucking good.
Damn it. Because that was Qdoba style. That was like Subway for burritos. But the thing was, it was like, the ingredients were good, and
they were like the size of my fucking upper arm. I mean, just fucking massive.
Yeah,
they were really good.
We had, I don't know if this was something that started in. I don't remember where they started. I think they started in Texas, but we had Freebirds also.
I don't know Freebirds.
Another one of those formats, and you could get their burrito sizes were their smallest burrito was fucking ridiculous. It was like the monster. And then you could get the super or whatever the fuck they called it. And it just got, I mean, the biggest one they had, I think they put, those big ass tortillas, like 2 or 3 of those together.
Oh shit. One of those places should get like Lexington Steel to be like their spokesperson.
That's a great idea.
And like just play it completely straight. Not not have him come out and be like, "Hi, I'm Lexington Steel," but like the people who know would be like,
"Right,
I bet they have some big fucking burritos."
So today we're talking about Steel Talons.
Lexington Steel Talons.
Lexington Steel Talons.
I got a new achievement.
But before we do that, and I'm going to tell you, spoilers, I fucking hated this game.
Man, I
hated it.
I got some things to say about it.
We're going to get there.
All right.
We're going to get there, but I just want everybody to get ready.
I am looking forward to hearing about how you hated it.
I fucking hated it. But before we do that, we typically go into the old what have you been up to segment.
What have you been up to?
Well, I'll tell you, Dave. Still listening to the Dresden Files. About 3/4 of the way through the next book. It's getting pretty weird in here, but it's good.
Okay.
It's still good. But like I mentioned in the last one, they changed so much that it was like earth-shattering for me. And I can only imagine the people that read these as they were coming out, how they must have felt to not have another book to go immediately into.
Sure.
You know, and this one it's fucking with the formula a little bit. And sometimes the author, Jim Butcher, tends to get into details about stuff that's going on that kind of almost he loses sight of the point and the plot. He'll bring it around every time, but there's almost too much information, and I feel like on the way here I was listening and I was like, okay, I get it. Can we move forward with this, because it's a lot, and I'm just kind of tired of hearing about it. So it's not an uncommon thing to happen in a series like this. So I get it, but not to say that that's affecting my enjoyment of it, though. It's still a really good series.
Good. I'm having the opposite problem. I'm fucking like committed to finishing Watership Down, and it is like I'm white knuckling this fucking book.
Have you watched it yet?
No, because I want to finish it.
You want to do that's right. You said you wanted to do the book
I'm super close to the end. I'm not going to talk about it for very fucking much, but like my biggest criticism about it is where it's like it is all like I feel like I could just read the book by like reading a Wikipedia page,
right?
Because it is like this happens and then this happens and then this happens and then this happens, and it's like, can you tell me how any of these fucking rabbits feel? Like, can we have like a real could there be like the rabbits have a conversation that feels like it goes beyond like exposition, where it's like, well, this is going to happen. It's like, just talk about what your favorite lettuce is. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, if any of these fuckers die, I'm going to be like, well, okay, who gives a shit?
Yeah. I think you'll feel differently about the movie.
Okay. I got to the black rabbit part in the book. Best fucking part.
It is the scene in the movie where the black rabbit comes is like, it fucking bothers to this day. I cannot think about it and not get the willies. I was too young to be watching that fucking movie. I don't know what the fuck my parents were thinking.
They were thinking the same thing all of the parents at the time were thinking. That it's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah,
I mean, I watched so much shit where it's like, I mean, I think I was fucking 7 years old when I saw Porky's. You know what I mean? It's like,
nice.
Did that like affect me? Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, absolutely it did. I saw like Revenge of the Nerds and Porky's within like the same week. Of course that shaped me as a person.
Yeah. Revenge of the Nerds shaped me in a triangular fashion, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I mentioned it, but my parents, let me watch Salem's Lot, the movie, when I was a kid, when I was like 8.
Yeah.
No, I was a little pussy when I was a kid, man.
We were kids.
I just didn't. Gremlins fucking terrified me,
dude. I hid behind the couch the first time I saw Jaws.
Oh,
I was 7 years old. My parents rented it. I remembered it. I remember being super fucking excited. Because normally they would bring home fucking like lame ass movies and fucking like period dramas and shit. And it's just like, I can't hang with that. I'm 7. I can't hang with that. But I can hang with a movie about a fucking big ass shark.
Absolutely.
And then, he fucking popped out of the water and I lost my shit and fucking hid behind the couch like a scared animal.
When we watched Salem's Lot, which by all accounts is pretty tame.
I really want to see it. I saw the remake.
The shit that got me was the fucking vampires floating outside the window and knocking on the window to try to come in.
Everyone talks about that. Stephen King mentions that, and
it's
Dance Macabre.
Fucking, it terrified me. I made my dad put my dresser in front of my bedroom window. Like I was that and it was like 2 weeks of this. I couldn't handle it.
There's something about a window scene in general, I feel like, because it's like we all have them. I mean, most of us do, I assume.
Right.
But there was that one Unsolved Mysteries where I saw at my grandmother's house where that fucking like they did the whole thing on aliens. And there was a scene where like a gray alien is like looking into the fucking window. That fucking it's like I'm staying over at my grandparents' house in fucking Soso, Mississippi, where it's like you walk outside, it's just like
nature.
Yeah, it's just dark.
Yeah,
and it's like fuck, man. And so I remember sleeping in their spare bedroom and like purposely like fucking turning my back to the window, but then also being like, well, fuck, I want to be able to see it if I don't want it to see me and I can't see it. And then like I remember just every like 15 minutes like turning one way and then the next way.
Yeah. Well, Watership Down had that effect just it's really cerebral.
Yeah.
And when you're a kid, you're basically like fucking high all the time. Right? It's like you just think too much about shit.
Yeah, and you're experiencing shit for the first time.
Learning and your brain's
all spongy and shit.
Spongy and wiry and everything. Yeah. And Watership Down had an effect on me. So, but I'm interested to hear your take on that movie.
I'll watch it. Yeah. I want to watch it. I've heard so many people share traumatic experiences about it.
I mean, it's not a bad movie. It's just it's hardcore. I mean, it's fucked up.
And I'm playing it up for the show. I don't think the book's that bad, but it is definitely one of those where it's like, I do really wish that I like books that I like books that are about the human condition, and the problem is the rabbits.
A story about the human condition as told by rabbits.
Yeah, right.
And this one is like the way, for me, I never read the book, but I imagine that for me, it would be like Dungeon Crawler Carl is, where I can't imagine reading that.
Oh, right, sure.
As opposed to listening to it. I can't imagine reading Watership Down as opposed to seeing the movie. Because the visuals that are in that movie are just fucked up.
Cool.
So, I think you'll probably dig it.
Cool. I might get into a childlike state of mind and check it out.
Yep, they're always high. I finished Widow's Bay.
Nice, man. I really want to watch that.
It's fucking good. There is one episode. There's a character in the show. Her name is Patricia. She's my favorite character in the show. And there are 2 episodes in this season where they're focused around her. And they are both fucking excellent. The second episode, it's got kind of a comedy element to it, but it's a super dark story as well. And it's basically about this island that was settled in the 1700s by this dude who was freezing to death and starving to death. And he found some mushrooms that fucked him up, and it became this whole thing. But the episode I watched, we've watched the last 3 episodes. They're only like half-hour episodes. And I watched this one last night, and I was about to fucking die laughing and just cheering for what was going on in it, because it's like it spits right in the face of so many like horror movie tropes.
Okay.
In a way that I just, if I had directed that episode, that is exactly how I would have done it.
All right.
And it just really hit just the right way. It's like episode 8 or something. But
yeah, I really want to watch that show.
I do recommend it to anyone and everyone. It's a really, really fun show. It's easy to watch. It's quick, and the cast is amazing. Stephen Root is in it.
Nice.
The fella, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he played the lead role in that show, The Americans. It's just a fucking great show.
Cool.
Apple TV Plus or your streaming platform of choice, probably. Oh, my next sort of thing that I'd like to bring up, even though she doesn't listen to the show, I would like to congratulate my wife who has obtained her medical marijuana card.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
She was, we went to the place, the head shop, the weed store, whatever, over there by the Sam's Club.
Yeah.
And we didn't, and we had talked to her doctor, and her regular doctor had written her sort of a get out of jail note a couple of years ago saying this woman has lots of medical problems and cannabis is the only way she can feel better. And she carried that with her. I don't know that would have helped, but it wasn't like a legal
right
thing.
Right.
And so she went back to the doctor and said, once it became legal and the system was activated, she asked him, she's like, well, what do I need to do to get my card? And he's like, you have to get approved by a specific doctor that's in the approval board. And then he's like, but aside from that, I don't know much about it. And so we had to go get new glasses, which is right next door. The place we get glasses is right next door to the weed shop.
Yeah.
And the dispensary. And while we were waiting on him to finish making our glasses, we walked over there and just went in and asked, like, hey, how do we do this? And apparently the first Saturday of every month, one of the board certified doctors comes to their store and sets up a tent.
Huh.
And you go in and they run your name through the system. And she was like, okay, so the next week we went, and sure enough, the doctor was there, and they're just fucking high as a kite. Both of them were. The doctor and her husband, who was her assistant. He couldn't find the papers. He was all over. I was surprised it worked at all, just because of how fucking spastic that guy was. So she sits down, and we're expecting, we're going to be here for an hour trying to fill out paperwork and get in the system. And she takes out that letter and hands it to the doctor. And she's like, oh, you're good. You'll be approved immediately. And like basically just took her name and her other information, hit submit. Instantly it came back with approved. And so, yeah, she's now able to legally buy cannabis at dispensaries in the state of Kentucky.
Well, good.
Hell yeah.
So that's fun. She's excited. She's pumped.
Yeah.
She went and got her a little vape cartridge and got her a little battery, and she's having fun getting high with that. And now she's going to go back for a different kind. And I'm like, take it easy. I got Nintendo games to buy.
You've been playing anything cool on the Switch too?
So I'm still just playing the games I have. I haven't played much Mina lately. I worked on a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom. I started my Mario Odyssey, my new run in Mario Odyssey, which is probably my favorite Switch game.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
I haven't played much of the DK Bonanza yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough because when I get home from work, I just want to play Overwatch before I go to bed. It's just become kind of a routine.
Sure.
So, but I've been enjoying that a lot. I'm glad I bought it. It's nice to have, and it's a cool little system. And I haven't told you. I forgot to tell you last time about my discount on games.
Yeah.
And I'm not allowed to say what it is.
Okay.
I'll tell you, but just remind me after the show.
Okay.
It makes it much more palatable.
Okay.
To buy Switch games.
All right.
But what's really cool is like I bought the like older games for the regular Switch, like Odyssey and Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And Luigi's Mansion 3. I love Luigi's Mansion games. Yeah. All of those games have a download that makes them upscales them to look good on the Switch too. So that's really cool. And I buy those on eBay for $20 and have a nice little library going.
Cool. I've got a bunch of Switch 1 games. If you ever want to borrow some games, let me know. I don't know if you've played Mario Wonder or not, but
no, I thought about buying it.
It's a good game. If you like 2D Mario, then I mean, if you're more
I would love
3D
to try
Mario guy, you might not like it.
I would love to try that.
All right, I'll set a reminder to bring it.
Okay. Last but not least, I got an email today from Steam.
Yeah, about the Steam machine.
The Steam machine has been released, and they're doing a waiting list now. It's random selection. They have all these rules. You can only buy one, and because of the way that their literal words were, the reason we're doing this is because when we released the Steam controller, all hell broke loose,
right?
And we fucked up. So we're doing it in a much more fair method. It's $1,000, which
for the 512.
For the 512, and that's
it's like
not
$1,100.
That's not that. Yeah, it's closer to it's like 1,050.
Yeah, something like that.
That's not that bad.
It's not
when you think about what it can do and how powerful it is.
Considering the component pricing surge that they've had,
right?
The last couple years, really,
especially
with
RAM and solid state drives are fucking expensive.
It's high enough that I'm not going to buy one because I have a PC.
Exactly.
Right.
But if I were in the market,
right.
If I were looking for a gaming rig, I would buy the Steam machine just like that, and I'd probably pay I just buy the base model because it'll do 120 hertz at 1080p.
Yeah.
And then 4K is at 60 hertz.
Yeah. I saw a couple of early reviews on the hardware, and that's grain of salt because it's basically running a laptop chip.
Yeah. It's like an AMD chip.
Yeah, and the graphics chip on it is a couple years old at this point. It's like a 2023 laptop chip. So it's a little dated.
Well, it's what they're doing.
Kind of on par with like the PS5.
Yeah, they're going to have to do that to keep the price low.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is you can install your fucking Windows on it.
And here's what I'm more excited about is the refinement of SteamOS, because I want to fucking put a second hard drive in my gaming laptop and dual boot SteamOS.
Yeah.
Because
why not?
then I have a Steam machine.
Then you have a Steam machine, right?
Yeah.
And the way that they're so open and transparent about it, and they're just like, even I was reading through some of the FAQs, and they were talking about the Steam OS, and they're like, you don't have to buy this if you don't want to. It's a PC. You can buy another rig, and you can have the same experience if you want it. Won't cost you any more than what you know. And I'm thinking too, okay, somebody's gonna say, well, they have the processor's, a couple of years of generations behind and everything else. I have a fucking RTX 2070 video card in my computer. It's old. It's fucking 8 generations behind the current gen, and it runs fine.
Yeah.
So I think it's a smart move on their part, and I like Steam's entire philosophy.
I do too.
The only thing that I was considering buying the Steam machine to have is because I really do want to buy a Steam frame when it comes out, because I haven't been much into VR because I don't like the Oculus. I think it's big, bulky, and hard to use, and it's tied to fucking Facebook.
That's the part I hate about it. It's the meta.
So complicated.
aspect.
I went through that whole thing where we were trying to get our money back from them, and we had to go through this whole fucking jumping through hoops to get that. But Steam's take on something like that would probably be right up my alley, and I don't know how well it's going to integrate with like a PC versus.
I bet it will, because they're using straight up PC hardware and saying you can run SteamOS on PC hardware.
Right.
So it might be like with the current SteamOS that runs on Steam Decks, because they're using an AMD chip, it's more optimized for AMD. So their headset probably will be too.
I can only imagine.
That's who they've partnered with, but it's all open source.
Right.
So the community is going to optimize it for
Absolutely.
NVIDIA cards, just like they've done with every Linux distro.
Well, let me ask you this, since you seem to be somewhat versed in it. If I was to dual boot my PC, like at home, loads the new Steam OS and dual boot it, what is the advantage? Would it better utilize my resources for gaming, or does it not matter versus running Steam within Windows?
It's not you probably wouldn't really notice much beyond like your startup might be quicker into your Steam launcher, and whatnot. But it's just I think a big part of the draw of Linux in general is what you get with it. So
because it is just essentially
of the Windows,
right.
Sure.
It is just
getting
essentially
away
Linux.
from all of Windows AI and advertising bullshit.
Right. And I fucking hate Windows.
But you have to have
you kind of have to have it for gaming, and I would like the idea of having the option to just boot into Steam OS and be done with it.
Well, and like with the Steam machine, there are certain games that have like I don't know which versions of kernel level anti-cheat, but some of them still don't work with Linux, period.
Right.
I don't remember if it's easy anti-cheat or if there's a couple of versions. So like, I don't know if I don't play Overwatch. I don't play that many games, but I don't play Overwatch or
it's on Steam though.
I play it on Steam, and it's not that Overwatch handles their own anti-cheat.
Okay.
They don't push it through Steam.
Okay.
It's done. It's a proprietary system at Blizzard.
A lot of them are, but like the kernel level anti-cheats are the ones that Linux ends up having a problem with, and not all of them, but some of them. So like I think. Don't quote me on this, but I think like maybe some of the other competitive games, like maybe Call of Duty or something like that,
won't work.
Run.
Well, and one of the things they mentioned on the information page too was that they're gonna have a tag for every game that says Steam Machine Ready, meaning that it will work. But just like they do with the Steam Deck, you can play just about anything on the Steam Deck. It's not necessarily optimized, and it might not look great. But if it
won't
work.
run on the deck, it probably won't run on the machine.
Right.
Yeah.
For the same reasons.
Right.
And that was kind of like their philosophy, like their design philosophy and that. But yeah, I do think it is nice that they are going to have like an individual badge for whether it's verified or not.
But I like the concept. I like the price point. I like their way of approaching it.
It's also tiny.
The fact that the thing is the size of a fucking this box, a Kleenex box.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's got console performance at basically half the size.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna change a lot of things for the better, and I think it's gonna bring a lot more people into the PC gaming space because
I hope so.
It'll be I like console. We'll try this because this is a console.
Yeah.
But if you're also, I would rather have PC. We'll try this because it's basically a PC.
Yeah, I think their biggest hurdle is their price.
Yeah,
and
it's bad timing. It's not their fault. It's just like
it's market conditions, and that sucks.
I'd have seen it at probably 700.
I think it was
1,000.
That was like the estimate of like $800 was like when they were first talking about it. Like I remember $800 being thrown around, and I remember thinking, shit, that ain't bad.
I don't think they ever officially said.
I don't think so either.
But I think reading through the lines, it was like, and getting on YouTube and seeing people that talk to Steam, to Valve, and they're like, yes, they won't say it, but they were, 800 is kind of the target. It was like kind of what.
That's what I had heard.
That's what I heard too. And then,
But I mean, that's beyond their control.
But 16 gigs of RAM is fucking $250 now. So
yeah, and they're also they're also a private company, which is great. That's fantastic. It's one of the reasons I love Valve. Is that they can be very consumer friendly, but it hurts them when it comes to like.
Well, they also did the same thing that console makers do for the deck, and they subsidized the shit out of that cost. So they sold that at a loss, like PlayStation and Xbox do with their consoles. But
they don't really
they're
do
not
that
doing
much
that with
anymore.
the machine.
They even mention that on the page. They're like, a lot of console manufacturers sell at a loss so that they can monetize the games and the subscriptions and the add-ons and the exclusives. And they're like, we're not going to do that. If you want to use this, you can use it or don't. We don't care, but we're selling it for what we need to sell it for to justify making it and producing it for the public, for the masses. After that, tough shit,
Right.
It's $1,000, take it or leave it. You're going to use Steam anyway. We know you are. So, here's an option. And I like that. I like that company. It's one of the few companies left that still gets it right as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I agree.
And a lot of it's because they're not a public company.
Right.
I mean, like, I feel like if that ever happens, it's fucking like
they won't. I don't think they'll ever sell out.
Maybe after Gaben dies.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Even then, he may have.
I hope he has a
He writes
succession
something
plan
in the will and
yeah.
says, "No, this can never happen. This is my fucking credo." But anyway, that's about it for me. What about you, Dave? What have you been up to?
I thought about. It's weird that both of you are here and probably would have enjoyed this way more than I did, but I went to a car show. There's a car show in Paducah.
I thought it strange that you sent me a picture from a car show.
Yeah.
I was like, Dave's at, I turned to Tanya and said, Dave's at the car show downtown. And she's like, really? She doesn't even like spend any time with you, but she thought that was unusual.
It is unusual. I mean, my dad wanted to go.
Yeah.
And
Father's Day.
yeah, and see, I didn't realize that at first because like he threw it out there where he was like, "This is how he pitched it." Because Henry is into cars,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Hey, I don't know if you guys have anything planned for Saturday, but there's a car show." He said, "I was curious if Henry would want to go," and he said, "And if you want to go, then you could come too." And I'm like, well." I said, we don't have anything going on, but I'm sure Henry would love it. I said, it's not really my thing, so that's fine. You guys can do that. And then I was like, we'll work it out. And then so he's like, okay, cool. And then hang up the phone. And then fucking 3 hours later, I'm in bed and I'm like, oh, fuck. That's like Father's Day weekend. It's like, I better go to this.
Right.
It seems like
It's
an
opportunity to be with your dad.
Right.
You know?
So I decided to go. I called him back the next day. I was like, hey, you know what? I changed my mind. I think I'd like to go. And he's like, great. So we go. It was a good time. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. Other than there were 4 blocks that were cordoned off and they had a whole bunch of cool looking cars. I mean, they had the hoods open and stuff, and that's kind of where it ends for me because I'm like, I look in there and I'm like,
engine.
Yeah, but it's I mean, I could tell the difference between what it looks like when I open my hood versus one of these because it's oh, you got a heat sink on this. That's cool, and it's fucking huge, and it's also you can tell that a lot of work went into this. I can't.
Oh yeah, you were like, oh, now how many millimeters is the impeller on that turbo?
I didn't have fucking time to do that because my dad was doing that.
Oh
right. And then it was a good time.
Good.
And it was. I mean, we were there for a long time and it didn't feel like it. Nikki and my mom ended up going too. It felt like way longer to them.
Oh, yeah. Let's see that.
Way longer to them.
Yeah.
And then finally, Henry gave out. And I was surprised because it's kids get to that point where they're just I'm done with this. And it's been
my tiny body needs rest and food and cartoons and video games. So take me away.
But it was a fucking switch where it's this is the best day ever. This is the best day ever. This is the best day ever. Let's get out of here.
Immediately.
Yeah, it's okay.
Overload. Dave sent me a picture of one of the police car cruisers from the Dukes of Hazzard, which I thought was cool as shit.
Nice.
Had a bunch of Boss Hog political posters and shit in the trunk.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
When it had all the cast signatures on the top of the inside
was
of
it
the
Roscoe's
trunk.
car?
I don't know enough about.
I think it was Roscoe's car.
I don't know enough about it, but I found out my mom was like, "Hey, when you were an infant, we went to a car show in New Orleans, and the guy who played Enos held you." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I said, "Did you have a photograph of that?" Because I was I got a friend. My friend Ian is really into Really
Y'all didn't
into it.
see my eyes light up when he said that. That was legitimately cool to hear.
And then my dad was like, yeah, it was cool. They had like a whole bunch of them there. Like Daisy Duke was there. And I was like, you didn't let her hold me?
Right? No shit.
And he was like, the line for her was much
Enos wasn't getting nearly that much action.
right. So
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So, but they weren't able to get a picture.
No, they did. It
Ah.
was probably 1983. So I don't
Sure.
even know if they had a camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. It's like everyone has one now.
Yeah.
But back then, you had to pay for film and developing and everything else. That's awesome.
And they were like, when they had me, I think they were probably like 23 years old. So they literally might not have had a camera. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
'cause
Right.
I don't know. So yeah, that was cool. And I thought of you immediately when I saw that car. And then the guy who owned the car came up. We were looking at it and he was talking to us and he's like, he said, yeah, he's from Benton. And he's like, I've got a General Lee as well. And I was this close to being like, why didn't you bring that? But I knew the answer to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He probably wants to keep it in good condition.
Probably.
So yeah. Anyway, went to the car show. Nikki and I went to see. Oh, actually, it was more than Nikki and I. This was fucking. Henry saw his first rated R movie.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yes, we brought him to see. I really wanted to see Back Rooms. I really wanted to see Back Rooms.
I am wanting to see that pretty bad.
And I know it's leaving the theater soon, and it's like I don't want to watch this at home. I'm not gonna watch it at home. It's like if I want to watch this, I got to catch it before it leaves the theater. And Henry heard me talking about it, and he was like, "I'd go see that." And I was like, "Dude, it's rated R," and it's like, Mom and I just saw Obsession, and like, you ain't ready for that.
Still haven't seen it.
You ain't fucking ready for that, son.
No.
So it's like I looked up, Nikki and I did some research, and it's like, how hard of an R is this movie? And like the feedback that we got was pretty much like that if they're like middle school age, like this is like a pretty good introduction to horror. And Henry was like, I'm interested in it. And it's like, so. And it's funny because like there's a site, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like it gives like parents like the rundown on like why a thing is rated what it's rated. And they list fucking everything. And I was laughing because it's like one of the things they list in the movie is man answers door with no shirt. Like
that probably
no.
got it from.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
probably
out.
one of the things that took it from PG to PG-13, right?
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
even-
But it's just hilarious that
Yeah.
it's like I will never bring my son to a movie where a man answers the door
I
with no
won't.
shirt.
I won't see it now. I'm out. Sorry.
That's a major spoiler.
You
Sorry.
spoiled it for me.
I will nerve her. But really, it was like language, and it's like I don't have a problem with language. He knows when.
Yeah.
He knows when that's appropriate, when that's not appropriate. We that's not a big deal. And then like the intense scenes, and it's like, okay, well, I know you can't tell me what those are without spoiling the movie, so I guess I'll just talk to him and be like, hey, there's going to be some violence in this movie. It's not real, et cetera, et cetera. It was fine. It was totally fine. He loved it.
Good.
He didn't love it as much as Pressure, which is the World War II movie that my parents took him to see a couple weeks ago. But this is also the same kid that fucking loved Hunt for Red October,
Right.
so I'm not super surprised. But yeah, he loved it, man, and I thought it was really good too. It's an A24 film, and it's one of those movies where it's like I would categorize this as like a book club movie, and by that I mean it would probably be better if you go with like a big group of people, and then when the movie is over, you all go, okay, now what the fuck was that?
Right.
Because it is like we were laying in bed last night and like I'm trying to go to sleep, and out of the blue, I thought Nikki was asleep. This is 2 days after we saw the movie. Nikki's like, says something about the movie, and I was like, what? I was like, oh, and then I was like, I don't think so, babe, because of this and this. And she's like, oh shit, I didn't think about that. So, oh god, I just touched a mouse turd. Fuck, gotta burn that hand. I didn't see that one when I was doing it. Sorry if I flung it your way, bud.
It's okay.
Oh God. So anyway. Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Good. That and Obsession are like next on my list. They need to be in a downloadable, streamable format, and I'm going to watch as soon as I can.
Obsession. As much as I like Backrooms, I thought it was really good. They're two different kinds of horror movies. Sure. But there's shit in Backrooms where it was like, we were driving home and I was like, if that had not, like, it's one of those things like where I felt with Obsession, where it's like if Obsession hadn't been as well acted as it was, I feel like that whole script would have just been like, it would just fallen apart.
Right.
For me. There are things in Backrooms where it's like if the effects didn't look the way they did, like if they were just like off just a little bit one way or the other, like it would have been laughable. Like there's shit in there where it's like on paper reading it, it's been like, how the fuck are you going to do this and make it scary?
Okay.
So but they do. I mean,
they pull it off.
They pull it off,
Okay.
which my hat's off to them. I love it when I'm pleasantly surprised like that. So I'd recommend it. Played a little Mina the Hollower, not a whole lot. Slow roll on it. Pretty much just, I haven't even got another spark generator going. Just got to the next area.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get out of the fucking sewer with the owl.
Oh yeah. Well, that is, yeah. The good news is that's not a very long segment.
Right. I know I'm close.
You've essentially got one screen to get through, but it's a fucking pain in the ass.
Pain in the ass.
It is. It's a pain in the ass. And then I had a little bit of trouble finding how to get to the next area, which is Bone Beach. And I'll be honest with you, dude. I looked for like 5 minutes in the game, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna look this up on the internet. Fuck it.
I've been consulting IGN's guide for some stuff. Even with my power and my money and all, sometimes it's just hard to find shit.
Well, and that's not fun for me.
Right.
So it's like when I get to a point where I'm playing a game like this, where like exploration is kind of part of it, but that's not really my jam. And I wander around. The moment I'm feeling frustrated, it's like, fuck it. There are parts of this game that I think are fun. I want to get to those fun parts. I'm not going to fucking like drag this out.
Well, especially in a fucking game where something like the fucking Carver exists, and you're going to have to contend with that in addition to finding your way to the proper next zone.
Yeah.
I want a little help.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do the next zone. I don't want to find the next zone.
No.
That's some people's jam for sure.
Absolutely.
And fucking more power to you.
Please be my guest.
But like, I know me, and it's like, if I'm going to finish this game, I'm only going to finish it if I enjoy it.
Absolutely.
And if I fucking wander around for 2 hours trying to find the next area, I'm going to be miserable.
That joy diminishes quickly. I know exactly what you mean.
Other than that, there is an annual challenge run of Final Fantasy V. I wish Tyler was here for this one because I imagine I'm going to glaze your eyes over here for the next like 3 minutes. So I'm going to try to keep it brief. But there's an annual challenge run of Final Fantasy V, which was a Super Famicom game that was published in, I think, 93. And it is, in this game, it's a Final Fantasy game, and you get new jobs. You unlock new jobs as you go through the game. So there are plot points where you get to a crystal, and the crystal's like, here's some jobs. Right. And you're like, great. And then you take the jobs and you assign them to your characters. There are things like Black Mage, White Mage, Monk, that kind of thing. So the idea behind the challenge run is called Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta. There are a whole bunch of different adjustments and modifications to it. But like the base run, which I'm doing, is you get to a crystal, you get the jobs, and then you go to a bot that is on a website specifically for this challenge run, and you grab the batter up peripheral, you point your no-no hole in a random direction, and then the bot assigns you a random job.
Okay.
For example, I got Thief. Probably the worst one that I could have fucking drawn from that group of jobs. But so what it means is I have to assign all 4 characters in my party is thief until I get to the next crystal. And then when I get to that crystal, I grab the batter up peripheral, point my no hole in a random direction, go back to the bot, and then the bot tells me what the only job from that group that I can use, from that new group. And then now I can be like, okay, so I can have any combination of thieves and whatever, Mystic Knight or whatever is drawn. And then you do that until you reach the 4th crystal and you get the 4th set of jobs. And then you're kind of like, the challenge being is you're not going to have an optimal group. Like you're at the whim of just whatever you're dealt, and you try to do the fucking best you can with it.
Are the groups of jobs at least like damage dealer support? Like, are they at least cordoned off? Are you guaranteed to at least get no? You could get 4 damage dealing classes.
Yes, absolutely.
Jobs.
Yes.
Okay.
And I feel like Thief was like, I love having a thief in the group, but I'll tell you, having 4 thieves in the group fucking sucks ass. Because except for just one segment, when I played through this game legit for the first time, there's a segment where like there's some cool treasure like in the bottom of a castle, and by the time you get to it, you're like you're not high enough level to go and get the shit, but you can go in. And I had fun with this. I went in with 4 thieves, and thieves get an ability called Scram, which is like an instant, like they get to run away from a battle. There's this fucking like monster called the Jackanape that essentially just one shot. He'll go through and just one shot each of your characters. But with Scram, he was able, and with them all being thieves, he would one shot one of my characters and I'd scram and get the fuck out of there. Use a Phoenix down on the one. And then I just like systematically went through the fucking little dungeon doing it that way. That was fun. But man, not being able to fucking heal without potions, not being able to like resurrect without a fucking Phoenix down. It's really like money hungry, especially in early levels, because it's like a Phoenix down is 1,000 gil, and it's like that takes a fucking minute to get. And then like there was a boss encounter where everyone talks about, it's cool because they've got like this community, right, where they talk about, like, they've been doing this I think for like a fucking long time, like 14 years maybe, 15 years maybe. And it's like, I get to this boss and it's like, yep, that's one of the first walls where it's like this boss, if you don't have like a good job for all these 4 characters, you're gonna have a rough time. And sure enough, it's the fight with Magilla and Forza. And the way it works is you got to like just burn her down really fast, and thieves aren't very good at damage dealing, and they're also not good at support. So yeah, it's been fun. It's they do a big run to kick it off, and like you can raise money. Like they do it for a charity pretty much every year. This year, I really was tempted to be like, should I stream this? Because maybe that would be fun. But I decided that I would rather just sometimes play it in bed. And so that kind of won. Let's play it in bed on the Steam Deck. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. I'm excited because I've always wanted to do it and be part of it. And I've always, when I think about it, the event is not going on. So essentially I've got until August to try to finish this run. And then they have like additional challenges because like in every Final Fantasy game, there's like fucking mega bosses that you can unlock and try to beat. And it's like, I don't know. So like and they've got like a stat board, right? Of like, they ask for you log in and like check your progress and everything. So they got a big board of everybody who's participating, and you can kind of see what everybody rolled, like what jobs they were assigned, and like how far they are into the game, and like whether or not they've taken down the final boss or either of the super bosses. So it's neat. It's very cool to like, I don't know, to not only do a challenge run, but that it's like organized in a way too. Yeah. So that's awesome. That's pretty much it. Okay. That's all for me. Baba Drewski, what you been up to?
I mean, it's been a bit. So
yeah, what was the last episode you were on?
Oh fuck, I don't remember. I don't remember which game it was.
It feels like it's been a while, but then again, it feels like Ian's been on this show for 2 years.
I think it's been about a solid month since I've been up here.
Okay.
one of the fringe benefits of traveling for work all the goddamn time is all the hotel and airline points that I've got. So
Hell yeah.
took my wife to St. Lucia in the Caribbean,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
and we invited my aunt because she's a avid scuba diver. She's got like
That's rad.
like over 250 dives. I have 4 going into this trip.
That's
now
4
I have
more
8.
than me. Now you have 8?
Yeah. 'cause
Wow.
You do 2 dives a day, 2 different days is what we did. So,
Hell yeah. Did you see any cool shit under there?
yeah, a bunch of eels, bunch of Caribbean lobsters, which don't look like the main lobsters. They're spikier and like different colors.
Look
and
like
shit.
Pokemon?
Kind of.
What kind of eels were there?
I don't remember exactly what these eels were, but there was a couple of different types that we saw. Tons of fucking sea urchins. Because we were diving on reefs, and just a lot of fucking fish.
Good food?
Yeah,
Yeah. I bet.
yeah.
Did you get to spear your food?
No,
bummer.
no. I've never done spear fishing.
Pop back up with your lunch, just throw it on the grill.
But it was a lot of fun. St.
sounds
Lucia's
like it, dude.
a cool island. We've got more places to go for sure. I'm gonna try and get a dive trip in with my aunt every year if I can swing it.
How old is she? Is she like a younger lady?
No, she's 70,
Wow.
I think.
That's very cool. She's
Yeah.
active.
Yeah, well, yeah, she owns a ranch in Colorado.
Okay.
And she is like the person. My uncle died like over a decade ago now, so she's carried on the ranch, and but she fucking works the land, right? Like she
Sure.
takes care of her cows and shit. So she's on tractors and horses every day. Very active person.
Yeah, you would have to be. Very cool.
So that was really fun. Vacation's always fun, especially when it can be subsidized.
Scuba?
So
Shit, yeah.
Something underwater breathing apparatus.
Self-contained.
Self-contained. Okay, thank you. Wow, both of y'all. Jesus.
Scuba, it's really cool. I went up to Schenectady, New York for work, and got stuck up there for about a week.
Fun.
Yeah, I went up there for some factory testing. Fucking had to just boogie up there because they changed the dates on us. So I was like, fuck it, I'm leaving tomorrow morning. Went up there, then they changed the dates on us. While I was on a goddamn plane, pushed it back. So I spent a weekend there just because.
All right.
But they had,
Did you have to do much work? I'm assuming no.
I mean, work from the hotel on the laptop.
All right.
But they had a summer fest going on, and every Thursday they had like this little town square cordoned off and live music and street vendors selling beer and food.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool. I saw a Steely Dan cover band.
What were they named?
I don't remember.
Oh man.
Iron
Steely
Maiden.
Dan? No, I don't remember. It was cool though. Watched Spider Noir.
Yes.
It's fucking great.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Dude, Nick Cage, just Nick Cage
He's
and all
awesome.
over the
I
place.
know.
He's so good.
It would not be the same without him.
No.
That's on. I'm picking that up next.
I need to finish it.
I've been
still.
watching a lot of Curb,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm getting kind of tired of it.
I could see that happening. Yeah, it's
When
tough.
when you told me that at one point you realized this show was just about rich people problems.
I'm sorry if I
that
ruined
did
it for you.
That did it for me because I'm like, fuck him.
Yeah, and I
Fuck
think
him for being such a bad person, and fuck me for being so much like him in so many ways, or at least thinking like him. But at least he's rich enough to not have to give a fuck. So yeah, but I still like it.
yeah, I do too.
But it's one of those things I can't get it out of my
Sorry.
head.
I'm
Then
sorry
again,
did
I
that.
think about how fucking so many of my shows that I watch are about rich people problems. There's that one I told you about with John Hamm called Your Friends and Neighbors, about the guy who steals shit from
Yeah,
the rich people.
yeah, I
he
remember you
lives around.
talking about that one.
Yeah, I got to the point I'm like, this is bullshit. Fuck these people.
Yeah, fuck, man. I'm so sorry. I just
No, it's fine.
That's me watching pretty much fucking everything.
Yeah.
Like I can't stand it when it's like the writers of the show are like, hey, this family's just like your family. They have the same kind of problems. They got the same kind of income, and look at this giant house they live in.
Right.
That's fucking weird, huh? Huh. Look at all these new cars they drive and brand name products they have placed in their house. I don't know. Anytime I'm real sensitive to that shit. So, but whatever.
Anyway, so Spider Noir.
Spider Noir. It's fucking great.
You watching color or black and white?
Black and white.
Okay.
I felt like
Hell yeah.
I felt like for what it was, that was the right move.
Have we learned from the internet at large or general opinion of people who have watched the show that of what the like overall preference is and the I just wondered if anyone's talked about it to say, well, they like, there's this guy likes the color version better than the black and white. I don't know.
I know like the 3 people maybe who were talking about on the TADPOG Discord server, black and white's the way to go.
Okay.
But I'm one of those 3 people.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I watched about a third of an episode in color, and it's very vibrant.
Right.
Like it's like whoa.
Over the top.
So it's
like colorized. Yeah.
colorized black and white.
True.
So I think it would be an interesting experience to watch it that way too. I did pick up 007 First Light.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
How's that one?
That game, I've already beat it. It's only about 20 hours.
Okay.
I think I spent a little more time than that, but that's like about what they expect. It's really good. I mean, it's got its faults like any other game, but if you like, they fucking put a lot of fan service in it, especially like walking around the Q Lab and shit like that.
I can only imagine.
There's a lot of fan service for 007.
And that would be
people that like
would
James
be
Bond.
right up my alley because I'm a huge Bond guy. So
Yeah, and I've never played the Hitman games, but my understanding is this plays basically like a Hitman game.
it did look
Okay.
like it. It did look like there's a lot of stealth and a lot of that
Yeah,
kind of thing.
the combat is pretty decent, but man, they really want you to stealth through it. It is hard to go loud through everything because you will get overwhelmed pretty quickly. So they really want you to be smart about it and use the fucking gadgets, which are cool.
You mentioning combat, I can't believe I haven't. Sorry to jump in here, but like it just made me think. The moment you said combat, have you guys seen the Wolverine trailer? You should watch the Wolverine trailer.
No, I didn't even know it was out.
Is it
It's not out yet. It's a game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a PlayStation game, but check the trailer out because it looks real nice, Clark. It's fucking like they are like right from the beginning. It's like this is not a kid's game.
Right.
It's not a kid's game. This is Wolverine, and like Wolverine's gonna fucking kill people in this game, and like you're gonna see Wolverine kill people in this game.
Yeah.
And there's stuff in the trailer that I don't even want to spoil. Like it's essentially the trailer is just like part of a mission. It's like a gameplay trailer, and it is fucking rad.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out.
Yeah, the 007 game is it is very cinematic. I mean, it is. I think the intention was you are playing a James Bond movie.
That totally makes sense. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
So it's pretty. There's some freedom in it, but it's on rails. Like
okay.
You have an objective, you do the objective.
Kind of like the Tomb Raider games and stuff.
Sure.
And the Jedi games, it's just you're running
like,
through levels.
You are going through a mission. There are rails. It's not open world.
Right.
There is some freedom, but it's not like. The point of the mission is the mission. We had the rest of our concrete patio ripped out because that was going to take me fucking forever to do it by myself. Because it was about half of it got taken out when we had to redo the plumbing in the house, and then it was also leaning in and draining towards the house. And we don't want that.
No good.
So had that pulled out, and then I almost finished installing the new patio and walkway with fucking pavers. So I've been outside doing that shit for the last few days. That was a lot.
Yeah.
I watched a documentary called Last Breath, and it is about it's about one of those divers that goes like to the sea floor, and they spend a bunch of time in what's called a bell, which is a giant compression and decompression chamber. They breathe helox, which is helium and oxygen, and then they spend all this time for like 2 weeks in this giant tank, basically. And then they go down to the bottom of the fucking ocean, and that's where they do like pipeline work and shit like that. And it was a documentary about a dude who got fucking stranded down there.
Jesus Christ.
Like fucking the boat moves, it breaks the lines because he gets caught on the rig, and he's down there, and they have to go get him. And it is fucking, spoilers, he survives, but it is fucking terrifying that one, this exists, and two, this can happen to somebody. So that was, I mean, it was a good documentary, a very like tug at your heartstrings kind of thing. But like seeing,
did he know?
Well, yeah, because his umbilical got caught on the thing, and it ripped off, so he had no air or heat. He's just on the bottom of the ocean.
Jesus Christ.
Dying. He essentially died on the bottom of the ocean, and then they pulled him back up and resuscitated him.
Good Lord.
But they mix in the footage from the vessel and the drone they used to find his body. And like, so you can see it from the underwater drone they have to find his body, him like dying.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Lord.
It is.
So like, they barely made it, is what it sounds like.
Like, no, he died, and they resuscitated him. Like, brought him back to life when they got him back in the diving bell.
That's insane.
And like, it's intense. Yeah, it had me shaken up a little bit.
Yeah, man, I believe it. That's fucking wild.
I mean, as a scuba diver, I don't go.
Yeah, did you watch this before scuba diving or after?
No, it was after, but like,
okay, that's probably good.
But I don't go deeper than about.
Put me in the bell.
I don't go deeper than about 60 feet.
Yeah.
So like, if I run out of air, I can get back up to the surface, and it'll be okay. Worst case scenario, I have to go in a decompression chamber for a few hours. Let's see. I found out Wilford Brimley, diabetes, has music albums. Don't know if y'all
I
know
didn't
this.
know that.
Both country and jazz. Watch the Burrows.
Yes.
Your
I
recommendation.
also want to watch the Burrows.
And you're not wrong. Gina Davis is hot. She's 70 years old.
Hot as fuck she is.
Like,
and I'm just
you can
like,
tell she's had work done, but
yeah,
like,
but good work.
Yeah, like she's like,
you can tell she's had the work, but it's good enough to where you almost need like a second glance to be sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, she looks real good for 70 years old.
She fucking does.
But the Burrows is really good. Alfred Molina is great.
Perfect role for him.
There's a bunch of Beavis and Butthead on Netflix. I've been watching a bunch of that.
Are the music videos in it?
They do both. So with the new Beavis and Butthead stuff, they do MTV programming. So there are music videos, but there's also like other shit that's on MTV.
Okay.
That they watch and make fun of.
I just remember like at one point they brought Beavis and Butthead back,
and they didn't have
the music videos, and it was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
that was watching them fucking dunk on these fucking assholes was hilarious.
Yeah, and it needs that breakup. Like it really does. Like that show desperately needs
It has that. It's pretty good. I've been watching it.
Nice.
And then my wife and I also went and saw Obsession.
Oh, nice.
She was like, hey, you've been working your ass off. Do you want to go to the movies? And kind of, it's getting away from the construction and force us to relax. And it was between He-Man and Obsession. And she was like, I'm not in a He-Man mood. And I had told her, I was like,
I don't know if Obsession's the one you want to go see when you want to relax, but
no, but you had said it's great.
Yeah, I thought it was.
And we're more suspense than we are horror.
That
like
worked.
suspense and thrillers than we are horror. So this wasn't exactly in our wheelhouse, but you're right. The actors did a fucking phenomenal
The acting in
job.
that movie is really good.
Because it's not a new premise.
Right.
But
The director actually said that he got the idea from a Treehouse of Horror
okay.
episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like
Now I have to see this fucking thing. Now.
It's really good. It scared the shit out of me. And I think
That's awesome.
you had said there was a point where you were like, you deliberately went and looked to see if things were practical.
Yeah.
And I think I'm guessing that's right at a jump scare moment.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a jump scare you totally know is going to happen.
Yeah, I know.
And it's still fucking got me.
I know.
It's still fucking
I
got
know,
me.
dude. It's
still
set up.
scared the shit out of me.
It's set up like, and it's like the moment you see the shot, it's like,
You're like,
this is a jump scare.
yeah.
It's a jump scare. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah,
I'm
they
so
telegraph
excited
it
now.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
and
1,000% they telegraph it.
And it still
It's
fucking
still
works.
fucking scary.
It scares
Yeah.
the shit out of you.
Oh man, I can't wait.
It's really good. I'm so glad that you have positive things to say about it.
Yeah, the actors made it because
Totally.
without, you're right, that script kind of falls apart because you're like, you've seen this.
Yeah. Not only have you seen it, but like it's kind of, I mean, laughable.
It's a monkey's paw. They
Yes.
set it up right at the beginning. You
Yeah.
know it's a monkey's paw scenario. And then they just act the fuck out of
Yeah.
it. And it's really good. Definitely scared the shit out of me, which is what you want in a good horror film. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
So, yeah. But there was, I had one other thing about it and I lost it. But yeah.
Oh, bummer, because I could talk about that for a little bit
well,
long.
don't talk about it anymore.
I loved it.
How about we not?
Yeah, I'm
loved
trying not to say anything that would be
Right.
I'm gonna
super
get there. I
spoilery.
Yeah,
promise.
yeah.
but
Yeah,
it's
you'll
just-
dig it.
I don't do the theater very often.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'll have to wait. But yeah, just hang in there. I'll jump in the party soon.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So,
You fellas want to talk about Steel Talons? Scree!
Zine Lord
Lord.
wants to talk about it.
Okay. I do too.
Hello. I don't like to use Nintendo Power for these reviews because their reviews are generally pretty uninteresting. But the only other reviews I could find were for Genesis and for Atari Lynx. So here you go. From the December 1993 issue of Nintendo Power, it's Steel Talons. Scree! A company in left field suggested retail price $49.99. Release date December 1993. Memory size 4 megabits. Game type air combat for 1 or 2 players. Once you join the elite helicopter gunship squadron known as the Steel Talons, you'll take off on dangerous missions behind enemy lines in the 3D flight sim. The 12 missions generally involve penetrating
Hell yeah.
enemy airspace and blasting everything in sight with machine guns and missiles. This game also features an expert mission and a training mission for getting started. That's the whole review.
Wow.
On the plus side, a 2-player option allows a second player to take over the position of gunner, which is cool.
That is cool.
And then the blocky graphics aren't impressive, and control of the chopper is rough.
Okay. All right. I know we're going to get into this, but man, I got to call. I'm sorry. I got to call bullshit on the fucking graphics. But see, all right.
Wait.
Okay.
The ratings are on a scale of 1 to 5. Graphics and sound 2.8. Play control 2.8. Challenge 2.8. Theme and fun 3.3. Offers 2-player simultaneous, and the genre is listed as simulation. Later, Zine Lord Brad from Arizona.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you, Brad.
All right. I get it. Compared to something like Star Fox, which came out the same year, I'm I'm fucking biased on shit like this because anytime I see something 3D rendered on the Super Nintendo, I'm impressed. I'm like, wow, they did it. Even Race Driving, which is this like the cousin of Steel Talons, is Race Driving because they're two Atari arcade ports for the Super Nintendo and other home consoles. And it's like, anytime I see it, I'm just fucking amazed that they were able to do it. Especially this game doesn't do it with an FX chip. It would have been so much better if they would have put an FX chip in the thing and not charged, I guess, the $49 for it and made it fucking $69. But I have a problem with the graphics, like being like, they're shitty. But I mean, yeah, they're shitty, but like you gotta, I mean, I'm not saying they're great, but I can look at them and be like, that's a fucking accomplishment. You did it. Left Field Entertainment, who has only credit for one other game ever in the history of the world.
Is it Race Driving?
No, it is. It's in my notes. Fuck, some baseball game.
Oh,
Some baseball game like Rookie of the Year or some shit. Like, but yeah, that's kind of my spiel. I know you hated this game, and I want to hear why you hated it. I didn't love it. I thought it was a pretty mediocre game, but I will say that the way that I played it made it way better because I played this for like 2 hours and didn't have a bad time. But I played it while I was watching like a VOD from like one of my favorite streamers, and I'm playing it on a handheld device. I cannot imagine. I feel like I would be miserable if I was playing this on a TV with no other form of entertainment happening at the same time. So why did you hate this game?
I hated looking at it.
Okay.
And your argument isn't lost on me.
But still.
I hated looking at it. I hated that, they could have just made it into a fucking game and not this accomplishment. And the fact that there are just random fucking orange polygons all over the place as the surroundings, oh, there's a pyramid. There's a cone over there.
Right.
It's just it's unrealistic. And then they've got the background, which actually looks like a fucking mountain back there,
right,
or whatever. But everything clashed to me. It was hard to control. It was hard to look at.
It is hard to control.
And flying a helicopter is fucking hard. Like actually flying a helicopter is way harder than like flying an airplane because you have a lot more directions and turning in place.
Right.
And I liked the console at the bottom, the dashboard.
Yeah, I did too.
I thought that was
functioning mini-map,
which actually showed terrain in some cases.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
And I thought that it gave you plenty of information, like how much fuel, how many missiles.
Yeah.
Things like that I really didn't need. I just, in much the same way you sort of liked the fact that it was a 3D sort of deal on the Super Nintendo in 1993, I liked the fact that stuff was there and that they considered that it should go there whether or not you're paying attention to it.
I was super impressed by the mini-map.
Yeah.
You mentioned the fuel, which it's like, I think is really funny the way they use fuel because like
it's your life.
Yeah, fuel is everything in this game.
You get hit, you lose fuel.
Right.
You
crash
into a building, you lose
fuel. It's like,
yeah, I mean, okay, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it is the gauge.
There just wasn't a time where I found myself enjoying anything about it. I thought that the targeting was fine, where it would auto target, but that kind of took away from the fun of it. It was, I don't know. And I thought that my biggest beef with this game was the controls. They were chunky and hard to use.
Yeah, tank controls in the air.
Not responsive at all.
I agree. Especially in, like, I don't know how much you played, but it's like you do 2 combat missions. There's like this game is really fucking short. Like there's like I think the review said there's 14 total missions. One is a tutorial and the other is an expert mission.
Right.
And you're expected to do them very fast. That's the part that I really expected you to hate, because it's like,
oh yeah, I did.
They expect you to do it like, in order to pass, you have to speed run the mission essentially.
Well, and you've got your radar where you're supposed to be able to use it to find the enemy. And the one that I played, the one mission I played, I could not find. I would get down to having like only 3 enemies left, but they would be behind this or that, and I couldn't find them. And the radar wasn't being much help, and it was frustrating. And yeah, it just didn't. I can understand having a game with difficult to master controls.
Yeah,
and I can understand a game that has a learning curve, but combine that with just abysmal low poly graphics, literal low poly graphics that are like, just, it's out of place, and it's disconcerting to me to see it and to just be like, I'm just like, I got a bad taste in my mouth. I maybe played it for 20 minutes and said, I don't want anything else to do with this. I'm out.
I think that's about as much time as you need to spend with it in order to
know what you need to know to maybe talk about it on say a podcast, for example.
Yeah, because the missions are super short, and I do think that like I totally get what you're saying about the visuals. I guess I don't have that problem with it because I'm kind of used to these. So to me, it's kind of one of those where it's like, well, okay, it's 3D rendering on a Super Nintendo. Like, I'm used to this looking like shit.
Right. Right. Well, and knowing what they can do when they're not trying to do something like that takes me that much farther out of it, because there's so many beautiful games on the system.
Absolutely. 100% agree with you. But I was honestly, like, when I fired this up and realized that it was 3D rendered, I was so relieved because of the kind of game it is. I didn't want to play another fucking 2D sprite based in the cockpit dogfight simulator. I fucking hate those because they don't feel like real. There's like those games to me. If you're gonna do that, that has to be 3D, or it doesn't feel fucking like a game. It feels like, I don't know, like the fucking Tiger Electronics shit.
Sure.
That's my problem with that. So I think a lot of my energy kind of like going into this game was just like, oh, thank God it's not like what I would consider the worst case scenario, which is probably different than your worst case scenario.
No, I don't consider it worst case scenario. I just think I wish it could have looked better. I wish it could have looked a little bit more cohesive, and they took a swing, and I can respect that.
Sure.
It's not that I don't respect the effort, but for me, it just wasn't pleasing enough to stick with it.
I don't think it's a great game. I think it's a mediocre game that I think it's actually in my opinion, it's squarely mediocre. I just think that it just does a few things that I am totally willing to forgive, just because of the person I am. You know what I mean? It's like one of those where it's like, it's a personal thing. It's a preference thing. But like, I totally get, like, they try their best to be like, on the mission, it's like, oh, this is a night mission. Isn't that interesting? And you're like, this is exactly the same. It's just darker. Like, it's like, it doesn't
But wait, the next one's in the desert.
Right.
Everything's the same except brown.
Brown. Right. Yeah.
That's it.
So it's like, okay.
But what are they going to do? What are they going to do otherwise, right?
Right. They don't have the fucking space to do anything else. Right.
So they did what they could, and there was orange polygons everywhere. I mean, it just is what it is, and I don't know.
So the reason I asked how much you played was because there are 2 missions that are not combat missions.
The one where you fly through the rings.
I didn't have to fly through rings, but it was called a canyon race.
No, I saw the word race and I was like, nope.
Yeah, I think you're talking about the tutorial, which
like
I
the
skipped
tutorial,
because I was like, I don't fucking do that.
You fly through white rings and you target shit.
Okay,
and, you know, it's dumb. I mean, it's fine. It's expected. It's a training thing.
The race, my friend, is a frustrating experience because it is like there's nothing to shoot, but like you are like the instructions are follow the river, and you're like, okay, and you're in this canyon and it's like walls, and I'm thinking, you just fly straight up and like not deal with these walls in real life, but I don't know, it's a video game, and it's like. It is so difficult to read the depth of like when you do like a curve.
Yes.
It's so difficult to read like the depth of the wall where it's like, am I going to crash into this? Right. And it's like a lot of that.
It's 50-50.
It is.
It's going to flip a coin as to whether or not you clip the curve or you miss the ring or whatever.
Yeah. And like, I felt like that was like, why did you do this? And I think the answer to that is, well, a lot of these combat missions... these 10 combat missions are very much the same mission.
Just more targets.
Right, more targets, and you have to do it in less amount of time.
Right.
So we felt like we needed to break up the gameplay. I totally get that. However, those race missions are fucking ass. Like
I wasn't even willing to try because I was so bad at flying that fucking helicopter.
That puts it to the fucking test.
It's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to take the one mechanic about this game that I literally fucking suck at the most and see how I do in a race situation. Thanks, but no.
I will say this is probably not going to make a difference to you or anyone listening, but I will say that doing those races did actually make me better at controlling. Like it forced me to get better at controlling the helicopter.
It's kind of one of those. I agree that would be the case, but I'm not willing to put in the effort. Right. I don't care. I don't care at all about this game, and I'm like, I'm never gonna play it again.
Yeah.
What's even worse is it wasn't on my handheld, so I had to fucking download it. I had to download it. And, you know, because this copy that I paid for and owned obviously doesn't work in my handheld.
Right.
So, I had to go through that trouble only to have to fucking discover that I hated the game.
So what did you end up playing it on? Did you end up playing it on the
Retro handheld?
Dude, I think...
Tiny little screen. That made it a little tough, too.
See, I liked that.
But I agree with you because... having those visuals in bigger format would have been way worse.
Yeah, I agree.
At least it's like squinting. It's like a Monet, right? Up close, it's fucking mess. But you know, it's a small screen. You're kind of holding it here. It looked better than it would. I mean, even the helicopter you fly in the game is fucking polygons.
Yeah,
it looks like a fucking bunch of toothpicks. Glued together.
Yep.
Blue and black toothpicks.
I weirdly got into it, and it's like I'm not saying it's a good game. It's squarely mediocre, but I got into it. I did. I sat on the couch and fucking had that VOD going, and it was just like,
it just
hell
hit
yeah,
right.
it did. It was like I felt like that's the way to play it on a tiny screen while you're watching something or listening to something else.
I'm not judging. I didn't know how you were going to feel about that. I honestly thought you would fucking hate it. So it's kind of interesting to hear that you at least had a time with it.
I did.
It was okay. That's great. Good.
It was
I'm
okay.
happy for you.
Would I play it again? No.
Fuck no.
I wouldn't. But I didn't have a terrible time with it. Like I've played games on this show before where it's been like, this fucking game, like I feel like we're in a Krusty's Funhouse kind of situation because you and Tyler both like that game.
I did,
but like that game for me is like no,
right? we have our proclivities,
right?
And some of them line up, and some of them don't.
Sure, it totally makes sense.
Most of the ones that ours line up don't. Really, we can't talk about on the
I mean, we could.
It's a family show.
We could. Oh yeah, right. We won't mention that in our Christian podcast.
I have some achievements if we're ready for those.
Sure, we can do
Do
achievements.
you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
Let me just take a quick.
Yeah, I don't
look
want to
over
cut
my
you off
notes.
on your bullet points.
It reminded me of Vortex a little bit, which
Okay.
I don't know. I can't remember if we did Vortex when you were on the show or not. That is a 3D. That's a 3D game with an FX chip that was done by Argonauts, which is the developer that did Star Fox. They did it after Star Fox. You're in like a giant mech.
I didn't play that one.
Okay. What made me think about that is because you're not flying around, and it's weird. You're in a helicopter in Steel Talons, but it doesn't. You're so low to the
It
ground.
doesn't feel like you're flying,
Right.
and it's hard to tell that you're fucking moving,
right.
until you happen to see one of the polygons rushing towards you.
Right.
But if you're in a somewhat open area, there's no sense of movement. There's no
Right. There isn't.
anything.
I agree, and it feels like it. Even though I'm flying, I felt like I was glued to the ground.
Sure.
Like I know that's a weird. It felt like I was I was a helicopter on a stick.
Yeah,
That
and
was in the ground.
That's how,
you know?
and you have to look at your instruments to see how high up you are,
Right.
or how fast you're going.
Yes.
It's like
There are times where I crashed into the ground. I didn't realize it was happening because I wasn't looking at my altimeter.
yeah.
Something else is did you fuck with any of like the settings? Because you can change some of the settings. There's like
I saw that, but no, I just took the default.
there's a setting it's like I think it's called like real or something like that. Real mode.
Oh,
And if you do real mode, it fucking like makes it so that like when you pitch the helicopter, the horizon fucking like will raise and
Oh,
lower,
Lord.
and it is straight up just fucking Vomitron. They changed. It's so bad that they actually changed the time limits. They give you more time to do
Really?
it if you do it with the real mode.
so that you can vomit.
yeah, wipe your mouth and get back to it. Yeah, so I didn't play with
Nothing
that
like a
mode.
little motion sickness to make a game just mwah, chef's kiss.
There's one of those other options is you can set like whether or not the helicopter has cruise control, and so like you can tap the D-pad is the accelerate and decelerate,
Right.
which that worked for me.
Yeah.
I thought the control scheme was pretty okay. You can set it to where if you tap it, it's like
It locks into the next.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can go up, 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 down, down, down.
Right.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
might have helped me.
I didn't play with that either, and I think it might have helped me too. The shoulder buttons control like the rotation of the helicopter.
Right. So you can like turn on a dime.
Yeah.
Because you're rotating the body of the helicopter and
Right.
instead of banking.
Which it needed that. I'm
yeah.
glad
well,
that was
it's a fucking
included.
helicopter.
Right.
I mean, if that wasn't included,
Yes.
I'd be complaining about
Yeah.
that. Even though I
Right.
hated the controls, it needs to fucking control like a helicopter.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're doing a helicopter game.
It felt to me like you guys probably know more about riding lawnmowers than I do, but when I was in high school, my dad had a riding lawnmower, and I would mow the lawn, and it was one of those that had like two. It didn't have a steering wheel; it had like two handles.
Yeah.
that you had to like.
Did you ever have a big green machine?
No,
I did. Do you know what that is?
no,
You remember big wheels?
yes.
All right, so it was a big wheel, only instead of having the handlebars, it had what you're describing.
Oh, okay.
And it turned the back wheels.
Ah.
And it was made to like do donuts.
360s.
So
Yeah,
you like get going real fast and just jerk it and fucking spin out and shit. It's called a big green machine.
Nice.
That's what I was thinking about when you were talking about that tractor.
Well, that's what flying this thing
Yes,
reminded
I
me
get
of. It reminded me of not controlling something with like even a yoke, but like just with the fucking handles.
I went to a tractor show once. They had Enos's tractor. From the Dukes.
Hell yeah. I got to make a cool joke to my mom. I was like, do you think they called him Enos because he was kind of a penis?
That was always a thing we would say in school.
That makes sense, right?
Enos sounds like penis. Yeah, it was a thing.
You had Hellfire missiles, which were limited, and then you had unlimited 30mm chain cannon rounds, which I thought it was nice that they give you some unlimited thing.
Right. Otherwise, you might have to land and re-up your ammo or something.
There is a fucking, like, in the canyon race, I was so fucking, like, mad because it's like you get to the end of the race and there is, like, a fucking black square on the ground that has a white H in it. So I'm like,
you can land here.
I gotta land here. That's how you finish the race. No, that's how you crash. That is how you crash. In order to win the race, you just fly on over it and keep on going. I was so like, you motherfucker.
Put a fucking landing pad that you'll just die if you land on.
That's bullshit. So yeah, points docked for that. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, we covered everything else that are in my bullet points here.
Okay. Well,
So,
I have some achievements.
What do you got?
My first achievement is obviously get to the chopper.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just play Steel Talons.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody gets that one.
Yes.
My next one is Chopper. I don't even know her.
Hell yeah.
You get Chopper. I don't even know her. You beat Karen's high score.
Okay.
Karen's one of the default names on the high scoreboard. If you beat her high score, you get
On the top sticks.
Chopper. I don't even know her.
The top sticks
Top
board.
sticks.
Gotta love it.
My third achievement is Chopper plated polygon.
Hell
To
yeah.
get Chopper plated polygon, you crash into one of the fucking polygons.
I unlocked that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Fuel lost.
Man, I fucking soft locked this motherfucker twice.
I don't fucking doubt it.
I had a head-on collision with a jet so hard that it fucking like I took a photograph with my camera of like the screen, like it just was blue with just like fucking orange artifacts on it. It was like the game was just like, nah.
We aren't equipped for this. My next achievement is Chopper Broccoli.
Oh hell yeah. These are fire, man.
To get
Hell
Chopper
yes.
Broccoli. You destroy an enemy helicopter.
Nice.
My next achievement is this party needs a chopperone. And to get this party needs a chopperone, you play with the second player as the gunner.
Nice.
And my last achievement is Tony Chopper. And to get Tony Chopper, you play a pirated version of this game.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude. These are
Nice.
fucking fire
Those are
achievements.
good.
Thank you.
Dude, very impressed. I got to follow that shit. My first achievement is, man, these are not going to go over well. There's a Steel Talon kill screen coming up. There's a Steel Talon kill screen coming up, from King Kong. Anyway, in order to unlock, there's a Steel Talon kill screen coming up. You soft lock the game by crashing into a chat.
All right.
My next achievement, sticks out for Harambe.
Nice.
Hey.
In order to unlock sticks out for Harambe, enter the name Harambe on the top sticks high score screen.
I'm glad you had a high score screen achievement as well. That's awesome.
Top sticks. My next achievement is Master Blaster. In order to unlock Master Blaster, you play 2-player mode where one player is the pilot and the other player is the gunner. And my last achievement is Ace is the Place. In order to unlock Ace is the Place, you receive an Ace rating on any mission,
Nice.
which normally you get pass unless you do it super fast.
Like you stomp on the record.
Yeah.
Like I watched somebody play this on YouTube or whatever as a long play, and they went through the training and beat the training like by a minute and a half.
Yeah.
By the standing record.
I eventually got Ace on the races, and it's because it took me so many times to get to where I could finish the race that by the time I'm telling you that those races taught me how to fly that fucking fake helicopter because it's like by the time like I got to the end, I was like, oh fuck, oh whoa, I got an Ace. Sweet. Bubba Drewski, got any?
Well, since you You didn't do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
Lexington Steel Talons.
Nice.
And that's
How do you
take
unlock
a
that?
missile right up the rear.
I unlocked that.
And then
The fuel leaked everywhere.
fuel,
When that
just
happened.
lose all your fuel to the missile in the rear.
Like it do.
Yeah.
And then we'll go with Black Hawk Tua down.
Same achievement as last one.
To the face. Yeah, to the face instead.
Nice.
When you said Lexington Steel Talons, it's like
That stuck
and
early.
then I did Black Hawk Down came into mind. I was
That's
like, no, Hawk
good.
Tua, yeah.
That's very
It
good.
is.
I like that.
Those were improv too. He didn't even plan.
I know.
those.
No, those were made up on the spot because I didn't play this. I just watched some videos and one of them put it in his worst SNES video games list, and I was like, no, I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I think, how big was that list?
I mean, he was going through all the games so that like obviously the best games were in the 700 spots.
Oh, so he did all of the games.
Well, I don't know if he made it through all of
I
them.
got you. Man, I wouldn't put this in my worst.
But he didn't like it at all. He was really.
I played
turned off
some
by it.
real fucking stinkers.
But
I have too. I've played worse games than this,
Easily.
but it's just me.
I get it.
I
get it.
I was doing a bunch of landscaping, and so it was like, with my free time, I'm going to watch Beavis and Butthead and play 007.
That's the fucking way.
I totally
That's the
get it.
way.
So,
So what do we got over here?
Well, how much do you think this game you would be forced to pay if you had to pay for it? Which, of course, you did, but it was a long time ago. So
I bet this one is probably kind of rare-ish, at least uncommon. So I'd say $28.
$28. What do you think, Bubba Drewski?
this is a stretch, so I'm going to say 60 because I think the military designation for the Black Hawk is like UH-60 or something like that.
Okay.
I might be wrong about that.
Okay, but hey, the answer's entertaining. Actual retail value of Steel Talons for the Super Nintendo, loose on average, according to PriceCharting.com, at the time of this recording, is $16.16. Make a wish.
You're getting it. Right.
I don't think that I'm going to. I didn't say this when we were talking about the game, and I should have. I played this for 2 hours, and they kind of let you pick and choose the mission.
Right.
I mean, I didn't beat this game, but like I essentially did. I guess my point is this game is like, I wouldn't say it's a good rental because you might fucking hate it, but it's like, to me, like this is a rental. Like you're going to
Once you've cleared several missions, you've done what you're going to have to do multiple times to beat it.
Yeah, you've played the game. And from what I've read, you have to actually finish the expert mission, I think 3 times in order to like beat the game. So, I don't know. $16. I'll tell you, I wouldn't like go online and seek it out. But if I did see this like at a store or like at a convention and they wanted $16 for it, yeah, I would
Just
probably
to throw it in the box with your others. Yeah.
because like I said, I weirdly had an affection for this game.
Yeah.
But a lot of it's just because of that fucking anytime something's truly rendered in 3D on the Super Nintendo, and just like, well, goddamn, they did that. It's kind of like when I don't know if you've ever seen like any of the videos on like the arcade machines that like they had in the Soviet Union.
No.
Yeah, it's like that shit where it's like, damn, that doesn't look good, but fuck, it looks interesting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it was built by commies, so, you know,
Right.
all they had was a shed and needle nose pliers.
You're right. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, did you even put a quarter in this thing? What'd you do? Give it a potato? What do you think Flopsy has to say about Steel Talons?
I don't think they would have been very kind to this.
I don't think they probably are.
2.5.
2.5 is where I'm leaning as well.
Uncommon.
2.5 uncommon. I'm good with that.
Sure.
Okay. According to Flopsy, a.k.a. the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the SNES Library 1991 through 1998, by Pat Contry, courtesy of Monster Mold Mike and Shadow Mysterious Benefactor, which may also be Master Mold Mike. Steel Talons.
Go.
Scree. Availability. Fuck, I might buy this fucking game. God damn it.
Is it rare?
It's very uncommon.
Very uncommon.
For $16.
That's the only reason I skewed away from very uncommon or rare is because the
price was so low.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, I know even a bad rare game is usually kind of expensive.
I think I might be one of the only people on the earth who fucking thinks this is not a bad video game.
What did they score it?
Gave it 2 stars, which is pretty fucking low for
That's
Flopsy.
low for Flopsy.
Yeah.
The reflections here are from MV, Michael Vick, who says,
Famous helicopter expert.
I love me some dog fighting.
Famous dogfighting expert.
I understood that reference. That's good. That's good.
He says, I love me some old school games with polygonal graphics. My favorite early polygonal game would have been Stunt Driver for MS-DOS. There's something charming about those big blocky cars smashing into each other while hitting loops. When it comes to SNES games, I tend to stay away from any game with polygonal graphics. So they chose the right guy to do this review.
Right. He said that in the meeting.
Yeah.
And
they're like, well,
we need to ask Super Jimtendo Chalmers if that's what happened. Hey, did that guy get that game because he said he hated polygon games on the Super NES?
Or was it actually Michael Vick?
no, it was actually Michael Vick. It's funny, the reflections don't talk about the game at all. I know there's a full review up above it, but the reflections pretty much just talk about how this person doesn't like. They're the opposite of me. And when they see polygons rendered on a Super Nintendo, they're like, the fuck is this shit? Which I get it. But also it's pretty neat, like a Soviet Union arcade game. All right.
That's it.
What do you want to do for next week?
You want to roll for it, or do you want to wait and see what Tyler thinks? You want to do a light bake? We've got one more week left in the month.
How about we roll for it?
Okay.
And if we're not, again, to use strip club language, jazzed about it,
Just.
we can just do whatever the fuck we want to do.
He said again because that's a reference to the Jake episode this week, and if you don't have $5 on the books, then you can't listen to it.
That's right.
Sorry.
But let's face it, if you've gotten this far in the show, you're a Jake.
Probably. I say we lose our audience most of our audience about a third of the way.
Yeah. If you haven't hit the eject button.
And then they hit 5X just to show that it's been played. And
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. We appreciate that. We'll take that download, baby.
Yes.
Any way we can get it. Thank you. So I don't know. We can roll. We can fucking... the reason I'm doing this is because I really want to play Free Fall 95. And I'm willing to buy it for you and Tyler if we'll talk about it on the show. It's that indie game about it's one of the reviews says it's a horrible game for horrible people. It's essentially you're a guy on a commercial jet flight and the plane falls apart. And then you do like Tony Hawk tricks on the way.
That's awesome.
On the way down. And also it's a bullet hell. So Tyler's going to fucking hate it. But just the general premise of it it fucking sold me. I'm like,
sounds great. Yeah.
I want to play it. And the fact that it's called Free Fall 95 being like Windows 95 is like another like factor.
I'm in.
All right, I'll buy it for you guys, and I'll send Tyler a message and be like, "We're playing this next week."
Sorry, should have been here.
Should have hung out.
If you wanted to say, you should have been here.
All right, settled in. Sweet.
Patreon.com/tadpog. That still works.
It's branded into my fucking brain. Do you know what we're talking about? You might be too young.
It sounds very familiar, so it might ring a bell, but I don't know.
Okay. I'm an old man.
Me too. Me too. Yeah, if you want to give us money, we would
please do.
We'd like it if you gave us money. because it helps us do things like this podcast, for example, and pay bills and things. So if you give us $1, you get access to all of our bonus content. There's kind of a lot of it, even though we don't make a lot of the actual,
Oh, sorry. No, I'm buying the game for you entirely right now. That's
is that your payment received music?
No, it's the trailer. I don't want to fucking get us copyright stricken on YouTube, so I'll go ahead and turn that
That's
down.
my job.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I think actually the feed was just broken, so I don't think it had anything to do
Oh,
with
that's right. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because I fucking violate copyrights on this fucker all the time. It makes me believe that at least someone's listening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even if it is an
even
algorithm.
if it's a bot. Yeah.
$5 makes you a Jake. We legally change your name to some form of Jakery. And you get access to the bonus Jake mini pod that we do every week before we record. It's our warm-up. This week we talked about some fun stuff. And if you want to know what it is, you can do that without listening by just seeing the announcement come across on Patreon. But to actually hear the content, you got to give us $5. So do that if you want. And then every month I do read the full list of Jake names. Is next week still June?
Yes.
Yes.
The 29th?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that next week. And then if you give us $20 or more, you become not only access to the bonus content and the Jake stuff, you're an executive producer, and I read those names on the show every week. And I didn't blow the whistle because I'm used to Tyler being here to remind me to do that.
Toot toot.
Toot 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 toot. I'm gonna put Turbo Granny and this little guy. What's Peachon?
Also, I love your shampoo over there.
I got a little shampoo on my bag. That's shampoo.
Yeah,
from Ranma One Half.
She's great. I love that. I've been meaning to comment on that the whole episode, but
I buy random little things like this and just find places to stick them.
I love it.
I like being a 52-year-old man walking through Walmart with a purse that has a shampoo keychain on it. Executive producers. Jesse Y. Ask Why. Drink Bud Dry. Cubicle Monkey. Enthusiast Jeff M. Sandwich Pope Phil H. Gamebug Prime Nathan E. Pinball Airplane Archmage Chris Edler. Sorry you couldn't be on this episode. Lord Micah P. Louisville Correspondent Princess Consuela Banana Hammock Flavor Trick Taryn D. Who always stops on the day the show drops, comes into Discord to tell us that we had a great show and she enjoyed it. And
I love
really
it.
nice
I know.
of her to do that.
It's super nice.
In addition to giving us fucking this much money every month, she stops in to check in and tell us that she listened and she enjoyed the show.
I love it.
That means a lot.
She's super, very, very kind.
Very considerate.
It's funny that you mentioned
She's a
that
good
because
friend.
I even was thinking earlier this week. It's like she does that a lot, and that's really cool.
It's
it's
nice to be seen and acknowledged.
Yeah,
So
it is very, very cool.
Thank you for that, Taryn. D Pope Sandwich, that nice guy from Michigan. Paul Pound Sterling, real nice. Clark, and Zachary H with an honorable mention, as I've been doing lately, to Team Retro for donating some very pricey, very nice handheld units to assist us in playing the games every week. And then that's about it. That's business for the week.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bubba Drewski, thanks for being on with us, man.
Thanks for having me.
Very good to see you.
Yeah, y'all too.
And hopefully you get to Paducah sometime in the future. And if you do, please let us know so you can be back.
I will. But y'all have been extremely hospitable and welcoming, and even though I probably won't get to come back here because of my job taking me from this project to the next, again, thank you.
Yeah, dude.
Of
course. We like having you on. We like you being around.
It's been a real pleasure to have you.
It's been awesome.
It has been awesome. It's been super highlight of my time up here.
I'm glad that was able to contribute to a good part of you having to be in this area as much as you have.
Yeah, I mean, this part of the country's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, Paducah's a nice little place to be.
We got a Chipotle.
Yeah, got a Chipotle now. But
finally getting there. We're arriving.
But you know,
moving on up.
outside of work, I basically had no social outlet in this area, and y'all became that, and that was awesome.
Well,
so I really
I'm glad.
appreciate it.
I'm glad that you could come. Really, it's very cool.
Me too. Me too.
Just thank you.
Yeah, man. Of course. Of course.
All right. Well, how do you guys want to close it out?
As our favorite person in the helicopter?
Sure. So, until next time, Tropical Capricorn.
So you guys, I know you were, I don't know which Arnold Schwarzenegger character you were. How many?
Pick one.
Yeah, how many movies is he in a helicopter?
Most?
A lot. A lot of.
Predator's the one that most.
Predator's
That's
what I was
what
thinking
get to
of.
the choppers
I was
from.
trying to do, I was trying to do Jesse Ventura. Sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus. TADPOG is hosted and produced by Tyler Holland, Dave Moore, and Ian Chandler, and releases new episodes every Wednesday. You can find them on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and just about anywhere else podcasts are hosted. If you have a question or comment for the hosts, don't hesitate to call us at 270-883-2555 and leave us a voicemail. If we like it, we'll play it on the show and respond. If you'd like to send us something, you can do so at TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. If you'd like to donate to the show, visit patreon.com/tadpog, and with a minimum donation of $1 per month, you will get access to all of our fun bonus content. Join the conversation on our Discord server at bit.ly/tadpogdiscord. Registration is free, and we'd love to have you there. If you enjoy our show and haven't already, don't forget to find and tap that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. I was going down on my girlfriend the other day, and I said, "Damn, you got a big pussy. Damn, you got a big pussy." And she said, "Why did you say it twice?" I didn't.
Hell yeah. Best joke in Predator. Easily, hands down. And the ladies love it. I don't think I've ever watched that movie and not looked at the lady who was next to me to see her reaction.